forever.
That's the spirit, because the first one he read was that. And I want him to go down when it came right back.
Yep.
All right? The Lord did what? Which symbolics what? Recompense, man. The Lord brings something right back. He can bring it back later, soon or whatever, but to the Lord, it's right there. It's not a long time, so the Lord brought us right back, you know? Even when we so-called died and came back, we came right back. Even if you go to 3 to 4 generations, whether it's that, we was a short season with the Lord, but we came right back.
Yeah, I got a precept real
Yup. Matter of fact.
This Isaiah, my bad. It's Isaiah, Isaiah 14, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Isaiah 14:7, it says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet and break forth in the singing. Right?
Because even the earth oppressed under the rulership of Esau Edom, man.
That's right.
You know, the land doesn't be able to keep its Sabbath. The animals, you know, they can't flourish, you know, because everything is corrupt, man. Because chemtrail affects not only us, but the animals, the water, the fish. The whole ecosystem is thrown out of whack, man. All right?
Even the towers, the cell phone towers.
Yeah, the 5G, and he getting worse and worse with that, man. You know, you got nuclear waste in the water, you got trash in the water, you got trash in space, man. You see? He trying to block the sun, all right, through chemtrails and all this madness, you know. The earth needs the sun, man.
That's right.
You know, the sun brings things up. But see, the so-called white man, you know, the so-called white man is an oppressive ruler, man, and he oppresses everything living, he oppresses it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
If it's a living organism, he has destroyed it.
Yeah.
In some shape, form, or fashion.
Right, that's why even in the Apocrypha, I believe is I ain't gonna get it because it's kind of lengthy, but I believe is real quick.
Talking about when they pray, everything praises the Lord.
Yeah, some three older children.
That's right.
Around 35 all the way to like 40 something, man. Tell you how everything on the planet Earth praises the Most High.
Yeah, praise the Lord forever.
Yeah.
That's right.
So even when this devil get taken down, what you think they gonna do? Those same living spirits and organisms, what they gonna do to the Most High? They gonna praise Him, man.
That's right.
The earth is gonna rejoice. We gonna get our land back, and we also actually gonna get those big round fruits that we once had on the planet Earth. It's coming back in style, man.
Livestock gonna be big.
Yeah. Everything. We gonna be bigger, stronger, smarter. All right.
Can I bring this out for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Con, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 7. Man, who got it? You got it? I don't know why this keep happening, right? Isaiah 14:8, it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
Hey, and the earth gonna smile by bringing forth this script, man. That's gonna be the earth rejoicing when the trees bring forth its script, man. Because a lot of our buildings gonna be made out of that wood of Lebanon, man.
Crystals and shit.
You know, so the trees and the earth is gonna give forth its script, man. Brothers getting into the stones, they come from the earth. So the earth is gonna produce more stones because that's what our kingdom gonna be made out of, man. You know.
That's why the
Ooh, y'all ready for a cold blooded
that's
one?
why the land sap is so important.
Yeah.
To get the earth time
It's the earth.
to replenish and bring forth maximum capacity.
Fire comes from the earth.
This is the earth right here talking, man. This is Psalm 66. This is Psalm 56:1. Be merciful unto me, O Yahweh, for man will swallow me up. He says he fighting daily to oppress me.
Fight daily. You know,
Fight against the earth.
and that's all Esau know how to do is he created to do. Like Jake don't understand, they marching for Esau to change. That ain't what you should be marching for, man. He need to be taking out rulership.
That's right.
You know, Jake just wants some better. Jake just want more privilege within their captivity, man. That's all niggas want, man.
And that's another thing when we talk about as the men of love, we can spiritually see. When you see earthquakes and volcanoes and typhoons, that's the earth fighting this damn devil back, man. The earth tired of this shit, man.
Yeah.
Serious, man. The earth, this a 7.6, magnitude earthquake here, man. This devil gotta go, man.
That's right.
This devil is oppressing every damn body, man. You go. I used to tell the birds, you go on Bourbon Street, man. You see the hearts like, help me, help me.
Yeah,
Motherfucker just ready to collapse, man. Spitting, the horses got spit on the side of their mouths and shit. Walking on this goddamn concrete, man.
Hey, Memphis too. And I'll just make this statement right quick.
Crazy.
I'm up here watching Netflix, Our Planet.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Cause hey, I can't watch a full episode without Esau mentioning now this species is endangered. So I can't even go the full 50 minutes of the episode without him showing how beautiful the earth is. Then he'll turn around and say, but now sadly, there's only a few remaining of this species, man.
Hey, you gonna tell Sue and Alex?
Since 77 cents, you can save this animal, man.
Yeah. Like, but why?
Animal sitting there shivering, muddy, looking at shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you was finna make a point too?
I was saying, in Alabama, when you go to the zoo, Esau got a whole hall with endangered species on there. Like there's a goddamn Hall of Fame of endangered species.
So the Most High basically had the earth created, what, 13,000 years now? 12,000, 13,000 years? The 6,000 he took to create it, the 7,000 rest. All right, so then man has been there 6,000 years after that, something like that. So out of the 13,000 years, 13,000 years, Earth has been in existence. The last 500 years, something happened. There was a shift in direction of existence. What happened in the last 500 years for things started to go haywire? Now 2020, you can't watch a documentary about the Earth without this dude, the narrator saying, but unfortunately, because of global warming, you know what I mean? There's only a few hundred of these sharks left. Like, damn.
That proves the coin that we at the pinnacle of his kingdom.
Yep.
Cause see, you're doing more damage now than what you did as the Greeks, as the Romans.
Yep.
Now Esau going full throttle because it's that period where Satan has been loose for a little season. He went out of them caves to go throughout the four corners of the earth and to see the nations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But with that, his perfect weapon. Well, he is the weapon, but his two top weapons is the sword and deception, man.
Yep, going back to deception, Esau controls the narrative. So Esau has the whole world mad at Michael Vick for killing a pit bull, right? But when was the last time you heard a pit bull has been an endangered breed? This was fights and puppies, right? When was the last time you heard of a pit bull being an endangered breed? But how many times have you heard about this particular white shark? This particular shark?
A shark.
A tiger. Yeah, a tiger being endangered. How many times have you heard that? This particular shark is endangered. This particular tiger is endangered. Jake don't hunt like that, man. How many clips have you seen? All these Edomites in Australia, they come charging to the ocean, killing whales. It's going bloody. You can look it up on YouTube. Dozens, if not hundreds of Edomites charging to the ocean, wait till the whales hit the shore, and then start stabbing the whales, man, for sport. Esau controls the narrative as to who's gonna be the bad guy. So while your ass still in the bag of chips and selling a nigga bag of weed down the street, this nigga is literally causing the demise of the earth, man. Because when you kill an animal, you kill the ecosystem. It's a negative ripple effect on the ecosystem.
Yeah, and then see, and Jake, hey, we're living among brute beasts, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing, hey, dealing with these animals, man. That's why I see Gad. It's a way that they did things before Esau came over here, man. You can't just mercilessly murder the animal. You know what I'm saying? No compassion whatsoever. And then you put that in your system. It's an energy behind that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that one clip you had put up where they show how they slaughtered different beasts, putting up into this they grind on. You got the delumper, and that's completely unmerciful. But then that's the food that goes to your market, and you put that in you. You know what I'm saying? Then they got chemicals on it. Then they pray over it.
Yeah.
This the man that's ruling over us, man.
That's why those growth facilities where you raise cattle in a concentration camp, you don't raise cattle in a concentration camp. You don't raise chickens in a concentration camp. Then if you was raised outside the concentration camp, they say it was grass-fed, pasture-raised. They're all supposed to be grass-fed. You don't feed cattle corn or grain. You don't keep chickens in a concentration camp where they're dying on each other and defecating on each other.
Give them steroids and stuff just so you can plump with some of
You go from a 60-day growth period to a 3-week growth period.
Full grown chicken.
Wicked 3 weeks.
You got it, bro.
This Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regarded the life of his beast.
You regard the life of your beast, man. Because the Most High created the beast, and those beasts, they contribute to the ecosystem. All right? So we eat to live. So we kill to live. If you kill an animal, that's for your family to eat. We don't kill for sport. All right?
But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Hey, you know why? You have no mercy. Esau has no soul, man. I mean that figuratively speaking, because he has a soul. It's just not right in him, man.
to add to your point, and no, you right on point with your soul, which goes up into your makeup of basically who you are. And when the Lord put the heart of Adam in the midst of his heart, he did that to Adam. His sons of what? Of God, man. He didn't give them that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding like that. Because the knowledge of wisdom is not the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. So he said he gave that to Adam when he placed that in his heart. You get that in second address for me? Baba Gashar? You know, he didn't give them that, like you see, he didn't think about it. He didn't give Esau that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he bestowed upon his men, the sons of God. That's why they got the label as the sons of what? The wicked.
He gave him the wisdom on the left hand side.
Hey,
He didn't give him mercy.
And that's why it's called the breath of life.
That's it.
Adam had that knowledge to contribute to existence.
That's Jacob's blessing.
That's Jacob's blessing. That's our blessing.
Life.
We know how to contribute to life. We know about the herbs. Our forefathers knew about herbs. We knew about the climate. We knew about the food, the medicine, whatever, anything that was conducive to living life.
The stars and shit.
We understood that.
Yup. This is it. Right on point. Yup. And in 14,
I got one for
give
you.
me second address 14 and like I think 47 at the end. The last verse, matter of fact, the last verse is the second to the last verse, 14, yeah. Bring out what you got for the elder? Yeah, 16 and 61. What I had for you, we'll do it for you.
This second Ezra chapter 16, verse 61. He made man and put his heart in the midst of the body and gave him breath, life, and understanding.
Who he gave that to? Because I believe you destroy the earth, you don't have understanding, man. Man, you lacking understanding. When you uphold that a man commit adultery or can commit homosexuality, you don't have understanding, man. You lacking understanding. Tell you that in Proverbs, man. Transgenderism. That's a lack of understanding. You got it.
Western thought is the embodiment of the lack of understanding. Esau's philosophies personified as westernization. That's the lack of understanding. You can look up any country that adopted the Western way and look at the economy fall. Any country that adopted the Western way of doing anything, look at the death rate rise, the divorce rate rise. I looked up Saudi Arabia divorce rate, and it's the same as America's divorce rate. You know why it's the same as America's divorce rate? Because they got influenced by America. The women got influenced by America, and the divorce rate went up, man. All right?
I got nothing for you. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter.
That's why you see a lot of you guys, like, you will get a good job, you will get a beautiful looking woman, but the reason you got the beautiful looking woman is because you got a pretty good job. See what I'm saying? But even when you get that job, you got to dedicate so much time to your job that you can't really give it to your woman. You can't really give it to your family. You got to give all your time to Esau. So therefore you lose in the end. You lose. You know, that's why we got to be saved. You see what I'm saying? Because the only way for you to make a decent wage out here ain't by starting your own business. It ain't by none of that shit. It's by getting a job on the Esau. And Esau don't give a damn about you or your family. He like, you better wake your black ass up and come to work in the morning. That's the only thing he know. He like, yeah, I'm gonna take the day off. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna watch Netflix. I'm gonna go to different countries. I'm gonna take vacations. But you better wake your black ass up and you better do what I tell you to do. Or you fired. That's the way that it works.
No mercy.
So it's no mercy. So you have to know that the Lord is coming back to get us out this situation.
That's right.
And that's why they call it the Matrix. Because you niggas think, not you brothers, but Jake think that that's life. You get a job, get a good wife. When you're 65, you retire, and you die. Something like that. All right, but there's an existence outside of that way of thinking, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, verse 22. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the things that is good, quick,
which cannot be letted, ready to do good. And it's the point. It says, kind to man.
Hey, kind to man. You got something called humanity. Esau has no, he's not a, what do you call it, humanitarian?
He's not mankind.
He's not man, hey, because mankind, kind to man. Because even as Israelites, we don't walk around treating the other nations like shit. Even in our kingdom. You had servants that were heathens. It's a way that you treat another fellow human being.
Yeah, but see, Esau's not human.
You're not
And the word human or hue, going back to color. You know?
The melanated one.
Yeah, this is why he looks at the dark nations as inferior, man.
Because even when during time of King David and King Solomon, because you got that account, you know, when you had the Ammonite king, you know, he cut the beards off those Israelite men that was coming to see him. Yeah. But King David sent those men because he said him and because it was his son that came into power. So David sent some representatives to that empire, to the Ammonite empire, was like, look, me and your daddy had good relationships. Yeah. You know, King David was trying to keep it going, showing you that when we ruled over the heathens, we handled them, you know, in a fair way, man. Solomon was known what? The joy of the earth, man. You know, because you gotta think the reason why these different kings and queens were coming to see Solomon, they was coming to get game to take it back to their kingdom so their kingdom can run more efficient, man. You know?
Hey, the Easternization.
Yeah.
Hey, so show us how to run an empire.
Yeah.
So
So
going to show you, when we came into power, we were just like, you heathen.
Yeah.
No, they were just order on earth. We're the lions, but you like Lion King. When everything's under the order, all right, Mufasa was in power. All the animals bowed to him, but it was peace.
The ecosystem was good.
The ecosystem was in balance. It had a balance to it.
But see, when Scar got in there, he utilized all the resources. Everybody was hungry.
This Scar had what they call a little man complex.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The weaker vessels complex, and that's the energy Esau comes into. When you know you blessed, you don't have to do all that extra unattended ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you know that the Most High has blessed you with it, so you just walk around naturally with it. But somebody with ulterior motives the whole time from the beginning, and that's who Esau was.
Yep.
He was that brother that had them ulterior motives from the jump.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I see you. Nigga, I know you slick.
Yeah.
I know you got your little ways and stuff like that, and I'm gonna study your ass, and I'm gonna be on you. And that's what the so-called white man have became today. Y'all got it.
And if you can just make the point, well, we're talking about the Lion King, you see how Scar had to kill Mufasa. He did it in a cowardly way.
Yeah, he used his son.
Yeah, and then if you want to, in nature, if you want to take over pride, you got to go head up with the alpha male. Esau didn't go head up. He used a scheme. He used his son. You know, he seen Mufasa trying to climb. Yeah,
it's systemic now.
That's why a coward way, man.
It's systemic now because how does he keep that power disparity so wide? Systems. He gives women an incentive to it. Not have a father in the household. A woman could go out and get a so-called education and provide for herself. So they took your role out the picture. If you're not providing, you out of power. If she making all the money, you sitting around, she can kick you out. So Esau put in the prison industrial complex. Esau put so many systems in place to make sure that you never come to any inkling of power. That's why Black Wall Street got bombed, Rosewood got burnt down, you got gentrification. Esau's gonna make sure anything that you did to get power, that's not coming back. Because the way that Esau keeps his power is not through every man being created equal, is that I need a whole bunch of people working for me. Slavery was him getting a whole bunch of people working for him for free. Now you got minimum wage, you got prison industrial complex, but he just got systems set up to where you working just to pay your bills. So it is never going to be all men are created equal in any man's empire. You need the slaves. Esau just mastered the art of making you think you're not a slave.
They'll defeat the blessing. You know, why would we be blessed with the whole earth with no slaves and working, man? You know?
Everybody can't be kings.
I got to finish this. It says...
Real quick, me and his brother had brought out, we was just talking real fast, bro, the movie
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Y'all remember?
Which one, bro?
The one with Kobo on it.
Yep.
Kobo represented Esau, man. And the one, the dude Caesar, the monkey Caesar represented as Israel, because what did Caesar do? When Caesar started being able to talk and to acknowledge that he know a lot of stuff, what he did, he took it back to the rest of the monkeys, man. But what Kobo did, Kobo wanted to be that leader that went to war with the white man. And Caesar told him, look, it ain't time for that right now, man. You're gonna get killed. The same thing what we doing right now. We